In this lesson, you will be solving multi-digit multiplication word problems using the GET strategy. Now let's take a closer look at our GET strategy poster. We have the acronym G.E.T. The G stands for groups. That is the number of groups in the problem. The E stands for each. That is the number of objects in each group. And the T stands for total. That is the total number of objects. If we are trying to find the total, we know we take the number of groups in the problem, multiply it by the number of objects in each group. That is going to give us the total. Here is the multiplication symbol. It tells you that to find the total, you're going to multiply. If you're trying to find the number of groups, if you look at the symbol, it's telling you to divide. You would take the total number of objects, divide it by the number of objects in each group. To find the missing group, that's what you would do. You would divide those two. If you wanted to find out the number of objects in each group, this tells you that you would divide. You would divide the total number of objects divided by the number of groups in the problem. This would tell you the number of objects in each group. So let's model this with a word problem. An average of 74 reports with bird counts were turned in each day in June, and an average of 89 were turned in each day in July. How many reports were turned in for both months? Hint, there are 30 days in June and 31 days in July. So looking at our problem, we need to first ask ourselves, what are we trying to solve? We want to know how many reports were turned in for both months. Now we're going to look at the word problem, and we're going to pull out the important information that we need to help us solve this problem. We know that we had an average of 74 reports turned in each day in June. We also know we had an average of 89 reports turned in each day in July. It also gives us the information that there are 30 days in June and 31 days in July. So using this information, we are going to use the GET strategy. Because it's two separate months and the reports are on each day for each of the 2 months, I know that I'm going to solve this problem using 2 steps. So because of each day and each month, I know that it's going to be a double multiplication problem. So first I'm going to break apart this problem using the GET, and we're going to do it one section at a time. So we know that we have 74 reports in each day in June, and we also know there's 30 days in June. So I'm going to record the 74 reports for each day in the E box. I'm also going to record the 30 days for my groups because that's the number of my groups. How do I find the total? Tells me right here to multiply. I would multiply the two numbers, 30 times 74, and it would give me the product of 2,220. So I know in June there were 2,220 reports. I need to do the same thing for July. So here I'm going to use another GET, and I can see that I know that there was an average of 89 reports in each day in July. I also know that there are 31 days in July. Now I'm going to use this information and I'm going to put it on my other GET strategy. 89 is my each. So I record 89 reports there. I also have the 31 days for July. That is my number of groups. I'm trying to find my total. Then you are going to again multiply, which gives you the 2,759 reports. I have the totals for June and I have it for July. Now I'm also going to need to add these two reports because going back to the question, how many reports were turned in for both months? Okay, so here when I add the two products together, it gives me the sum of 4,979 total reports. I do also want to point something else out, boys and girls. Your E for each and your T for total will always have the same label. So here it's reports, and you'll see it again, reports. So that's just another little trick. And to answer our question, there were 4,979 reports turned in the months of June and July. So this is using the GET strategy to help you solve multiplication problems. Have a good day.